Well, we've seen how a Mandela brand has been built that is recognizable across continents and even in remote areas. I'm now joined by Thebe Ikalafeng. He's a personal brand specialist who chat to us about the important elements of building your very own brand. Thebe, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
On this wonderful birthday session.
Nobody should be working today.
Absolutely.
We should all be home
We should be having a party.
We should all be in Kulu.
That's right. We should be
the 500 list. So.
Sadly.
But we're here.
Yeah. Perhaps when he turns 100.
We'll be there.
Okay. Hey, Thebe, so we all love Madiba. He really has a love brand. But I don't think that he went out to create this brand. It came to him.
Oh, quite Professor Tom Lodge, who is a former professor of West University, is not Limerick in University in Ireland. He actually says in his book on Mandela, he says where Mandela is, it actually took a deliberate effort to create some kind of a quasi-messianic leadership for the ANCF and the country. So to build your brand, it has to be deliberate.
So it was deliberate.
It was deliberate, but it was deliberate.
Pricking a bubble here because I thought that he's just such a legend. It was created around him.
Well, let me clarify even further. It was deliberate, but it is authentic.
Yeah.
So it is authentic in that it is who he is. And when I say deliberate, I'm saying he understands himself so well and he projects himself consistently. And that's what we meant about deliberate.
Because his brand has really reached mythical proportions. I mean, he's right up there next to Mother Teresa. Well,
mythical and commercial proportions. Matter of fact, there was a survey done a few years ago that established that his name, just like the name of Coca-Cola, in the same list. So when people say the world's greatest brands, you see Coca-Cola, you see Mandela. But of course, and like Tom Lodge says about messianic proportions of the brand Mandela, yes, he has reached those levels because people see him beyond his borders, beyond his country, beyond his color, beyond everything. They see him as an example of humanity, as an icon of greatness.
And all the good aspects of humanity.
And all the good aspects of humanity.
Yeah. Thebe, how does one go about creating a personal brand? Of course, we're never going to get up to Madiba stakes, but how does the average Joe create his brand?
Well, the average Joe creates his brand. I love it called average Joe. Everybody, we can talk about Mother Teresa and all those. The average person, or actually anybody, whether it's an executive or whether it's a president or whether it's a man in the street, creates his brand by first and foremost understanding what are their passions, what is their vision, what is their drive, why are they on this earth? So understanding what is it that drives them, that keeps them and makes them a member of this world. I think it is L. Ron Hubbard who said at the end of our life we're going to be asked two questions. The first question we're going to be asked is, did we do the things we intended to do on this earth? And secondly, the people who knew us think our lives were worth living. So in other words, every single one of us has got a special gift. Building your personal brand is understanding what is your special gift. What are the attributes, your personality, your values, your purpose that distinguish you from anybody else?
How does one create a lasting brand? Because you don't want to be a one-hit wonder. And I guess Madonna has it right. She keeps on changing her image.
The queen of reinvention.
Yes.
You build your lasting brands by focusing on three things. First and foremost is clarity. Clarity about your purpose, about your vision, about your values. That's the first thing. The second thing that you do is consistency. In other words, to get to 90 years as Mandela has, you have to consistently reinforce, affirm, and confirm that which is important to you, and you consistently have to exhibit that and to express that to unfold, because every contact that you have with individuals, with the world out there, with anybody else, is an opportunity for you to reaffirm that which is important to you, or to completely destroy it, as many other people have done. And fortunately for us, in the case of Mandela, he has consistently reinforced that. And the third and most important part of building your brand is leadership. You have to be, as Jerry Garcia says, you have to be not the very best one. You have to be the only one that ever existed.
And that's what makes you famous.
And that's what makes you famous and authentic. I think it's about authenticity and passion.
Thebe, we have to leave it there. We could talk about this for hours and hours, but thank you so much for coming in today.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.